stuff. I knew Riker had everything under control. I was confident in him, just like everybody on the team was confident in him. So just took a day at a time, and that was whatever the doctor prefers best for me. And I just gotta accept it. And I think I did earlier in that week of just making sure that I did as much as I could to get out there. But like I've always said, it's certain things that you just gotta accept and just drive on from. And I think last week was kind of a thing that I did all week, was just trying my best to get out there, but understanding that certain things in life you gotta just be smart with it. Definitely when it comes to having more than just that game left. And I think Mark them did a great job of just making me understand that. And I think that I did a great job of just trying to strengthen it just to get back this week.
How much better are you this week because you didn't overdo it last week to get back for the Maryland game?
I don't think I ever overdid it.
Okay.
I think I'm on pace like I wanted to be. I'm just trying to strengthen it and get out there and play, which I am now. And that was the main thing of just trying to get healthy. And you got to understand that there's more than one game left, and we got this game, and potentially if cars fall in place, we may be able to be in the Big Ten championship. So we just want to make sure that for myself, I'm healthy enough to get out here and be with my team.
You talked about the frustrations that came along with having to get your head right after the concussion. Have you been frustrated with having to both game prep and kind of body prep these last few weeks?
No, not at all. Honestly, it's been a heavy workload for not only myself but just the team. Just everybody's dealing with bumps and bruises here and there, and we just got to make sure that we're smart with everything we do. Definitely when it comes to concussions and hamstrings to ankles to anything. We got a bunch of guys that have those problems. But like I said before, Mark and those guys are doing a great job of putting us in the right place to get out here and play like we want to. Definitely having seniors as this is our last ride of coming out here, and just being able to play for each other again.
It looked like you got a kick out of it when Riker ran the ball a couple of times. I know you wanted to play in that game, but was that kind of fun to watch him have a moment there?
Yeah, it was. I always enjoy watching my teammates play. I've enjoyed every single thing I could. I wanted to be the biggest fan Rikers had this last week, just to get him out there, and I like seeing him run. A lot of people don't really think he can run, but he does a great job of making people miss. And I'm still upset about him not scoring, but he did a great job. He fought all game, and not only just him. Caleb, our punter, he has. I've already told him he has a lot of stress on his plate. Definitely being senior night, and everything's about Sam and things like that. But just like I told him, after those few punts that he really didn't like, just go out there and just have fun, clear your head, and just trust that your teammate, trusting you. We believe in you, and like I told him, I'm your guys' biggest fan. I'm out here, wishing I can play, but at the same time, I believe that each one of you guys can do the job that I've always done, and anybody on this team has done. You just got to understand that you just got to believe in yourself. And those guys took it to heart, and they went out there and they played their tails off for each other. And Caleb did a great job of responding after that, and making some key punts late in the game of putting those guys within their own territory where our defense got some great stops. So, like I said before, I'm proud of Riker. I told him, you just got to go out there and do your thing, and just believe in yourself, just like we do. And same with Caleb. Those guys went in, did a great job, and Spencer, with Drew going down early in the game, those guys responded well, and they went out there and made plays.
Sorry if you're asked this, but you were tough on yourself after the Iowa game last year, but did that help you in the offseason? I mean, did you use that game as kind of motivation? Not that you need one specific game, but did that help you in any way, learning from that game?
No, this is a totally different season than it was last year. So I'm not really looking back on that. I'm not looking back on how we played versus them, because we're a different team. You can't compare this team to last year, how we played them. We got a bunch of seniors on this team to understand our playbook. This is our second year on this playbook. We've made a big leap compared to last year, so you can't really compare that game to how we're playing now. We'll keep doing what we're doing, keep preparing, and just go out there and do as much as we can to win the game.
How do you like wearing the fake hamstring?
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's just a safety hazard for myself. It's been helping me these last couple of days, but I'm doing a great job of just getting out there and doing what I can do.
Over the last 3 weeks, how good of a job has trainer Mark Maradon? And I'm sure you guys have had lots of talks because you've probably been working a lot with him. What kind of job has he done?
Who?
The trainer, Mark.
Oh yeah, he's doing a great job. Like I said, not only for me but everybody else on the team. Just got to trust in what the doctors say. Believe that they have your best interest, and that's what I've learned over the past couple of years of being around Mark and just understanding. Me and Mark have a great friendship. My last year here, and I came probably the closest to him than anybody else because I'm in there so much. Definitely this year, just being able to go out there and do what I'm doing and just trusting him to get me right each and every week. Because like he always told us, it's hard, having bumps and bruises and turn around 6 days later and going out there and having another game. So it's a great feeling to just have a guy like Mark to, have our best interests and tell us what we can do and what we can't do based on our performance throughout the week.
Well, and you're a guy that just doesn't allow yourself to play with fear. You'll do whatever you got to do. Has there ever been a moment, even in this season or another season, where you're like, I got to gear this back, or do you just do what you got to do at all times?
Nah, I don't gear back at all. Just because, like I told you, I trust in my trainers and things like that to let me know when I have to do that. So, I work my tail off in the training room. I'm there probably 6-7 hours out of the day, each day, just trying to get better and trying to stay on top of my health and stuff like that. Definitely just being able to trust in those guys to get me right. I have breakfast in there, I have lunch in there, and sometimes I have dinner. Definitely being able to, train as much as I can to treat my leg and treat my ankle and whatever else needs treatment. So, like I said, I believe in those guys to put me in the right situation to exceed each week. So, with that said, those guys do a good job each week helping me. So, I don't gear back at all. I just keep going as much as I can until those guys tell me that I need to.
A lot of talk about trying to find the rival here in the Big Ten still. Do you feel like Iowa's the rival?
I would say so. It's a competitive conference. You really can't say anybody's a rival because every game feels like a rival game because we look forward to playing everybody. We look forward to playing Wisconsin. We look forward to playing Northwestern. We look forward to playing anybody and everybody in our conference just because we know what to expect from those guys. It's going to be a tough game. Definitely in their atmosphere. Played there a couple years ago. Know what to expect. It's going to be loud. It's going to be energetic. We just got to make sure that we do our job, we prepare the right way, and those guys, they know what's coming, and we know what they have for us up there. So that's the last game. Definitely for the seniors, they have senior night. So just like with our game last week, it's going to be it's an emotional game for them, being able to play at home for the last time. So we want to go there and get a win. We don't want to take anything out of their senior night, but we have a job to do just like they do. And like coaches always say, don't let senior night get the best of you because you still got a game to win. And that's what we're gonna do when we get down there.
How confident do you feel that you'll play this week?
I'm confident. I'm rested up. I'm good to go. Just been practicing as much as I can, so I feel like if we had a game today, I'll play. So I'm ready. It's been a long wait for me to get out there on the field and practice with my boys. So it's a good sign that I'm actually out here and getting another week to get out here and get some work in with them.